We are back. What's happening? Things are happening. Oh man, things are happening. What's up, everyone? Happy new month to everyone out there. Happy October. Hopefully everyone's doing well out there wherever you're at. Welcome to the beginning of the week. Thanks for joining us today. And man, we keep getting subscribers, so that's fantastic. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit that thing. Give that thing a little tug. Just give it a little tap. Tap, 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 tap. Do that thing, man. Do that thing. What's going on, everybody? Holy crap, man. We are in October. Man, this month is just something special. It's just, you just feel it, man. It's just everywhere. It just makes you good. It makes you feel good, man. I wanted to start this little episode out first by mentioning, since it is October, man, I wanted to mention that it is also, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, man. So, you might find a couple people out there, wearing pink ribbons or a couple other pink items out there, maybe some socks or maybe a shirt or something, a bracelet. I mean, hell, you might find just two miners out there holding some pink pickaxes, while they're sludging through all that coal, all that dirty coal. But they're showing their support out there. And that just tells you how great of a month October is. Because, people are showing their participation. I always get participation and precipitation. That's always tricked me a little bit. Because it's almost the same word, really. But yeah, people are showing their participation. And they're just trying to spread the word out. It's trying to spread the word about breast cancer. And because, man, breast cancer is a real thing, man. It is. And we need to keep fighting the good fight to everyone that's struggling with this type of, it's not even a rare disease. It happens to so many people every year. So, but if you got a loved one out there that's dealing with this nasty, dealing with that nasty titty sauce, I'll just call it that, titty sauce. Dealing with that, maybe you should give them a ring, see how they're doing. Because it's never too late to show someone, that you're thinking about them, man. Because, man, seriously, man, this damn cancer's no joke. We should all be aware of what's going on. So, and I've had, me personally, I've had close friends, moms, and an ex-girlfriend that had gone through the whole thing. And, it's just nothing to fuck around with, man. And I used, and I hate to use that language, so, so out there, I guess. But I just know firsthand what it's like. So I just want everyone to know, I just want everyone to show their support, any which way you can, man. Even just doing something small, for someone that's going through this type of ordeal. I mean, that means the world to these people, I mean, I mean, you could do other things. You can donate, you can send a card, you flowers, maybe a gift or something like that. And I sound like an infomercial, I guess, right now, but, but it's just, this has affected so many people's lives. And, it's a hard test. It just is. And you got to go through it to understand it. And if you haven't, then thank your lucky stars. Praise God that you are not having to do that right now, or maybe you will never be. But like I said, man, if you do have someone that is going through something like this, check up on them, see how they're doing. I'm sure that would lift and bring their spirits up to a whole other level that you don't even know, man. And that's just because you took the time to just to see how they're doing. So everyone out there, man, get at somebody, find out what you could do, just to participate in it, that sort of thing. So, and to all those people that are dealing and going through that struggle, man, I pray and wish you the best. So, and good luck to you, for real. But man, October has arrived, baby. It's here. And good, it came in beautiful fashion. It does. It just does. With all the leaves changing and there's a feeling out there. There's a feeling of excitement in the air because the holidays are coming up, man. And they're moving in on us. And they are moving fast. They're moving quick. And I'm sure if you walk down, right now, I'm sure if you walk down some alleyway or something, you might find a man dressed up as, Santa Claus. And he's got sleigh bells, dangling off his shoes. And, he's smoking an old gold cigarette. You know what I'm talking about? That sort of thing. And he's probably carving his name into a pumpkin or something like that, with that smoke just hanging out of his mouth and that sort of deal. And and every once in a while he'll take some of those pumpkin seeds out of it, those little seedlings and that sort of thing. And he's just tossing those down his damn throat, I guess, and he's just cutting into that fall vegetable. But that's what you see. That's what you might see during October. And because those holidays are moving in quickly. You got Santa in October. You got a pillow. You got ham in October. I don't know. It's just, there's so many different things that are just, that when the holidays take over, boy, just gives you that little feeling. So, but man, October's a special month. I'll say it, I'll say it. It is. It's my month. I was born in October. So I guess that's one reason why I'm, I'm getting older and that sort of thing, but man, I don't know. It just has something. You feel it in the air, man. But also October is about the only entire, it's the only month out of the entire year where you can get away with eating a piece of candy in the middle of the night, and no one's going to say anything to you about it because, they just won't. They understand. It's October. You know, you can break off a damn piece of a Kit Kat bar and put half of it in your mouth and slide the other half underneath your pillow, you know. And when you wake up and, you know, at 1 o'clock and you're craving that little something, you know, that little snacky snack, you know, you could pull that out. You could pull that little, you know, that wafer delight, you know, right out of your pillowcase, and you could just shove the other half right into your mouth, you know, right into that laughing gear you got, you know, that sort of thing. You can just put it in your little grubbing mouth and just chomp down on that, and then you can just doze off in those chocolatey, beautiful street dreams. And you're just dozing off, and you're just, you know, that sort of thing. You could do that, you know, or you can maybe, you know, you could share it. You know, you could do something nice for your wife and try to feed it to her, you know, while she's sleeping, that sort of thing. And, you know, you're just doing that because you're just trying to show her that you appreciate her, and you're trying to also share, you know. Because that's what it is all about in October. It's sharing, man. Sharing. So, you know, or you could show your appreciation by, I don't know, by, you know, maybe carving her face out of, you know, that little orange vegetable. You know, because hot damn October. October is the time to do it. You know, you don't want to be that guy sculpting out your girlfriend's name and out of some specimen of fruit or whatever in the middle of May, because then everyone's gonna think that you're just some serial killer, you know, just some serial killer. Hey, you know, hey, did you check out what Jerry did on that pineapple out there? He hollowed out, you know, Holly. And then you get people saying, like, why did he do that? What? And I'll tell you why. It's because Jerry's a damn serial killer. And that's what serial killers do. They'll start carving your name out of an exotic piece of damn fruit, and the next thing you know, they're out there carving on your, you know, they're carving out your face, you know, out of your face. You know, so you really want to do that shit in October like a regular human being. You know, not like Jerry, who's, you know, mincing body parts and baskets of fruit in his basement, you know, like, you don't want to do all that. But damn, isn't carving a pumpkin so much fun, dude? You know, and probably that's why, you know, you only get to do it once a year. You know? But isn't it so cool that you can, you know, you could carve out, I mean, you could carve anything out of a pumpkin. I mean, anything. I mean, you could carve out a dang, you know, a mouse eating a small piece of brie or something like that. You know, you can, maybe an owl, you know, picking up a joint or something, you know, that sort of deal. And now he's just out there just, you know? Or maybe it's a witch cooking the damn owl. I don't know, man. The possibilities are endless. You know? They're endless if you really think about it. You know? And that's just the most... Oh, I mean, it is... It's just a wonderful thing to see, I guess. You know, and then they get all lit up and all that, and it just brings so much more to the table than just, you know, a regular old, you know, orange vegetable sitting around. So, but we're gonna do something in this room probably next week. So be prepared for a little, you know, spooky ookie dookie, you know, that sort of thing coming around. But But damn, what else happens in the month of October? Dude, if you're a fan of horror movies, October has that going on for it. And I remember growing up, I used to live off this one street in El Paso, Texas, and it was Tom Bolt. And during October, my mom would, she'd gather all the kids around the neighborhood together, and we watch horror movies because, a lot of the parents, wouldn't really let their children, watch that sort of stuff because, they thought, they were too young, or, they probably weren't, their parents didn't want that scenery going on in their head. And it's understandable, but my mom, she's got that rebel spirit, and she's always had that rebel spirit, and it just flows inside of her. It's still in it. And she still has it, even after the stroke. She had a stroke a little while ago, but damn, it just runs through her still, man. And that's just who she is. It's who she's gonna be. It's how she is, and that's just what it is. So, but man, we'd sit down and watch all those classic, all those classic horror movies that we all grew up in, like Nightmare on Elm Street, with Freddy Krueger, and that, Freddy Krueger was some freaking, porno pervert sort of. I don't know, man. His face looked like, a couple craters were having sex on it. Most of it, that sort of thing. But the premise of it was, once you'd go to sleep, he would appear in your dream, and then he, try to kill you with those, with those knives that he had for his on one hand, or like he had a set of claws. Like he just took apart like a bunch of scissors, like some kindergartner scissors, or like or like something that you would steal out of a tool shed or something like that, and he had that for one of his hands and everything. And man, I heard a joke a while back, probably like 2 years ago, about Freddy Krueger. It was a Freddy Krueger joke. And it went like, what do Freddy Krueger and Bill Cosby have in common? Once you fall asleep, you're fucked. Which is, when I first heard it, I was like, dang, okay. And that is the truest statement I've probably heard all year. So, but my mom would let us watch that shit, like Friday the 13th. You remember that thing with Jason Voorhees? I mean, this guy is walking around macheted up, hockey. I mean, he doesn't know. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know if he's supposed to stab a person or play for the fucking Pittsburgh Penguins or whatever. But so you had Halloween. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Halloween. You had Jason. You had Halloween with Michael Myers. Between both of these guys, Michael Myers and Jason, these guys, both of these guys were just, they're just a damn pair of damn window lickers, And I know a lot of people out there are like, you can't say that. You can't call them window lickers. You can't do that. That's just inappropriate. And we just don't call people that. Well, I can. You know why? Because I'm talking about two make-believe, they're made-up characters, people. They aren't real. So if you can't handle that, then you need to fucking loosen up a little bit. I mean it. Nowadays, man, I just hate how people, some people just get so damn butthurt nowadays because of something someone said that they probably didn't even mean in the first place. They're just making a damn joke. You know? I mean, people just take things just too damn literal now. Instead of just rolling with it like we used to do. And look, I know, I don't, and I'll admit it, man. Half the time, I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about in here. I don't. Most of the time, I'm just talking to you guys. That's all I'm doing. That's all. It's all in fun. This is supposed to be fun. Now, sometimes I'll speak on an issue, that is, more meaningful, that has a more meaningful direction, I guess, like I did with the breast cancer awareness and, that sort of thing, But if someone is out there, if someone's out there acting blatantly just, stupid because, they did something stupid, then you know what? Then they might get called a name or two or whatever, but that's because they did something stupid. Well, I think that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of all over the place. I'm always all over the place, But for all you people that can't, noses just everywhere. But I guess just for all those people that just can't, that can't handle someone saying something out of turn because it's not, PC or whatever. I say go grow some thick skin and get out of your parents' basement and away from the computer and go get a girlfriend and start living your life instead of wasting it on people that you don't know and you will never know, because that's just, just do that, you freaking fucking, yeah, you freaking cum cluster. I don't know, man. I guess that's what I'm going to call you. You're a damn cum cluster. Go live your life. There's plenty of out, go do something. Go get a hobby instead of wasting your time trolling all these people. My Lord. Anyways, sorry. I just, just that stuff just gets me heated, man. Just sometimes when I hear people complain about dumb shit, it just makes me a little frustrated, I guess, and I just and that's practically, I mean, I don't want to say it's everybody, but damn, man, it's all these people online that just, go do something. It's October. Go do something, please. Man. Anyways, moving on, man. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. But those nights when mom would invite, the neighborhood over, we'd have like 13, 14 people, slammed in this living room and everything. And we're just watching, we're watching all these scary movies. We do this every weekend, we'd be eating popcorn and sipping on a couple Capri Suns or something like that. Life was just good. It was, that was the best, growing up then. It was so, I don't know. It was just something about it that I wish I could go back to those days, because now it just feels like, horror movies aren't the same as what they were or something like that. I guess, we just, we've seen everything. We've practically seen everything, and so there's like really nothing that's like really scary anymore about anything, when it comes down to a movie, like that. It's just, it almost feels like as if we just, we sit down, we watch a movie. It's supposed to be, kind of frightening, or have that horror feel or whatever. And I guess it just doesn't have the same feeling like it did. It's just, I don't know. It feels like we've just become so, we've become so acclimated, or we've grown accustomed to seeing these types of movies, and so now it doesn't hit us as hard as it used to. I remember watching It. Stephen King's It. I was like 8 or 9, something like that, right? And that movie sent me jumping over the couch, and then I peek up a little bit, just to try to catch another scene, and then something would happen, and then I duck back down, But then you try to do it again because you wanted to see what was going to happen, and then you're like, no, and then you do it again. You just go back and forth, like I was peeping topping on, peeping the Tomming on my, in my own house, at the TV, like, oh, no, But now you show a damn 9-year-old that, and they just say, this is stupid. It looks old. It looks, this is boring. That fear, that fear feeling in horror movies, it's just not, it doesn't exist anymore, I guess. Like last night, man, I guess, not, well, nowadays you gotta, it's not a jump scare anymore, Now you gotta chop off a couple arms, and maybe you got a guy doing self-surgery on himself or something like that, that sort of thing. Last night, man. Last night I sat down and I watched the latest Saw movie, and I guess I just felt like, okay, these people are in traps again. And now, now they gotta slice off their own breast, or maybe, cut off their own wiener, and then they gotta put it on a scale to get the key out, and, out, and then they can get out of the trap that they're in. And, and the thing is, man, if you really think about it, if you've ever watched these movies before, and I know a lot of people can't take on that, that gore, and I'm not talking about the old, presidential, gore. I'm talking about bloody gore, okay, that was a dumb joke. But you got all these guys that are, that once they get out of the trap in the first place and everything, it's they aren't going to survive that crap, man. How are you going to survive when you've just cut off both of your arms and everything, and you're holding the key in your mouth or whatever, and you're trying to it just they're gonna die anyways. I don't see an EMT or some doctor there to be all right, well, put him on the gurney, let's just wheel him out, and this guy's not gonna have any arms, but we'll save his life. It just what? I just don't get it. And the thing is, man, and this is just my opinion, of course, to each their own. If you guys like that sort of thing, and and don't get me wrong, man, the first Saw was great. It was fresh, it was new, it was exciting, it was something we've never seen before, But all the others, it's just the same old rigmarole, that sort of thing. It's, like I was saying, put them in the trap, get them out of the trap, blah, 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 blah. And, it's just the same old, like, and we hear it now in all those movies. You want to play a game? I'm going to, put this device on you that opens up your butthole. If you don't make it out in time, then your little duty hole is going to turn into Caesar salad. That sort of thing. And it's all the same. All the same. When Saw 1 came out, everybody was like, oh my, it just blew people's minds. That sort of thing. But I just wish I could go back to those days, man. Those days where, when you watched a horror movie and it was so fun, you turn out the lights and everyone's hearts are just pumping out of their chest and you're all shaking and sweating and you're like holding on to each other, like you're in the damn, like you're in a some sort of war or something like that, and you wanted to look away, but you didn't, because you didn't want to miss what was going on. And it just felt like I don't know, like the room, the feeling, it just felt like, we're all in this together. Like it's a sense of like we all had a sense of camaraderie, I guess. We're here. We all leaned on each other. Like if somebody was about to, to let out a stream of that golden rain, that sort of thing, that somebody else is going to do that with you. That sort of thing. It was like a wet game of telephone, I guess, or something. I don't know. But I just miss those days. God, I miss those days. But for all you people that haven't seen the new Saw movie, if you want to check it out, check it out. If not, up to you. No big deal. So, but man, what else does October bring? What does it? Oh, if you want to, dude, October. If you wanted to dress up and pretend that you're a freaking piece of bone-in chicken or whatever in the middle of the month, October's got you, man. October's got you covered, because this is the only month out of the entire year that you could probably get away with doing that sort of thing, and people won't look at you like, like you're losing your, like a couple marbles just rolled out of your ears, that sort of thing, They aren't going to look at you like strangely, I guess, that sort of thing, because it's October. It's October. Why don't you try dressing up, in your stepmother's blouse and, tucking your penis back in between your legs, in the middle of April, and walk into a damn Hardee's, and tell me what kind of result you're going to get. Probably not a good one. Probably not. But man, it's October. Man, it's so interesting what October brings to everybody. It is. It's just like, it's so exciting. All the possibilities. There's so many of them. And it kind of feels like, in a way, man, October kind of feels like everything kind of like slows down a little bit, like slows down to like, summer, it's not like summer. Summer feels like you have to drink 8 Red Bulls and rip a fucking 8-ball of fucking Coke in your fucking mouth and in your ears and put some underneath your eyelids and that sort of thing, just to keep up with the day. But fall time, October time, It doesn't make you feel like that way at all. It just feels like, or at least to me, it doesn't. You know, October just kind of relaxes me a little bit. You know, it kind of feels, and I know some people probably feel the complete opposite. Like, oh, summer was my R&R time and that sort of thing. And now since October's here, then the holidays are around, we got to hit the ground running. You know, we got this to do and that to do, and we got to put this in there, and we got to have, families coming over at this time, and friends are doing this, and blah, 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 blah. But to me, it doesn't feel like that. I don't know. I just, it just feels like October just coming up and just massaging me right on my fucking shoulder blades. And I could just feel it just running up my neck, and it's just massaging the back of my ears, and it just feels good. It just feels nice. It's so mellow for a moment. That sort of thing. I don't know. It's just how it feels, But damn, you better go dress up like a freaking pork chop and put some floaties on yourself right now. Go do that. Walk into a damn grocery and go buy some Zatarain's and maybe a damn olive or two, and just, and do it that way. Because, God, you can get away with it right now. Man, love October. Man, what else? I'm not going to get into any football, of course, because my Packers, dude, the Packers are just, I don't know what's going on. Woo! That's, yeah, I don't know, man. October's just an exciting time, man. But man, it's just nice. It's nice to be here. It's nice to, it feels, I don't know. Right now, it just feels exciting. It just does, But not much else has been going on, man. Just getting ready. I got to go to the grocery store, buy a couple of those, pumpkins and start, doing up some things around here, and, just getting ready for the week, man. There's probably a couple parties going on, that sort of thing that people are attending, because, man, now's the time to do it, man. Because the holidays are right around the corner. Oh, man. But yeah, I think that's all I got, right now. It's just like I wanted to celebrate October, more than anything. I'm happy it's here. I'm happy fall's here. Yeah, it brings, like my energy level is much greater now, instead of like summer where you're just like, man, I don't know. I mean, most people won't agree with me. I'm not a summer cat. I'm just not, I mean, I'm that fall raccoon, man. That's what I am. I mean, I was born in it. I was born to be that fall raccoon. Oh yeah, one other thing before I bounce out of here, man. And nobody else needs to do this if you don't want to, okay? But since it's October, I'm gonna try something that I haven't tried. I did the no drinking or anything like that during the summer, and I I did well and everything, but it just didn't feel like it was like I didn't have anyone doing it with me, I guess, that sort of thing. But I'm gonna try to do a month-long challenge called Sober October. And that is to, completely, get away from the whole alcohol thing and trying to abstain from that. And man, many people have tried this thing, and some have lasted, some haven't, that sort of thing. But the people that have tried it and succeeded have had great, results from it. They feel better. Their stress levels aren't as bad. They sleep better. And one of the best things is they have saved a ton of money. Who wouldn't want, a couple extra $100 put back in your account, to maybe maybe you want to buy your wife or girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, your dog or something like that. Maybe you want to get them something special this year. And you wouldn't have probably had the money because you spend it on dumb shit. And now you do. And now, you can make it just, you're rewarding yourself and you're rewarding, somebody for, you're just getting them something a little bit more decent than if you would have kept drinking and doing all that. I don't know. It's just, a gift is a gift, no matter what it is, if it came from the heart. I'm not trying to sound corny or anything like that, but I don't know. You get to save some money. And if you don't want to spend your money on something else, you just want to spend it on yourself, then hey man, you got a new pair of shoes in the future because you didn't do A, B, or C. Or you didn't go to the ABC store, I guess. So man, if you want to try it, take a stab at it, that sort of thing. I'm not telling you what to do, but maybe you got a brother that's out there that's struggling, or maybe your father, that kicks back a couple, and and I say a couple, maybe he just drinks too much or something like that, and you want to challenge them, you can, both of you can do it. You can say, hey, I'm going to do this. Do you want to try to do this with me? And that way it feels like both of you are kind of supporting each other, I guess. Because that's another thing that, the month of October does. It supports, this is a month of support. So, and just remember, man, that you're doing something good, not only for yourself, but you're doing it for others too. So, but yeah, I think that's what I got this week, but October, yeah, God. Okay. All right, everyone, enjoy the week. Start thinking about what you're gonna be for Halloween. You're gonna go out and be some big ass, half a moon pie or something like that, with, drinking on a tall glass of milk or something. Are you gonna be a vampire Superman? What are you gonna do? What you gonna be? That's what's so cool about Halloween in October. You can be anything. Anything's possible. All right, everyone, have a good week, and I'll catch you next time. And and I'm gonna next week is, man, we've been doing this a year. So next week is going to be our year episode. Now, I know I've taken breaks here and there, because of family issues and because I had surgery and that sort of thing. But man, we've been doing this for a year, man. That's crazy to even think about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up an email. So if you guys have questions, or you want to leave comments, I mean, a lot of people online have been leaving comments, and I thank you for those and that sort of thing. I appreciate you guys participating. Some comments have been really cool. Other comments have been, shit, man, they're comments. Whatever. People are going to be who people are going to be, baby. But but yeah, that's awesome. And everyone, thank you for subscribing again. But I'm gonna set up an email and all that sort of thing. So that way you guys can have some input on this, because I want to hear what you guys are thinking. I want to hear what you guys are, what you guys are into, that sort of thing. Because I'm trying not. I don't want this to be all about me. I want you guys in here, man. Again, I'm still trying to look for a producer, because I don't know what happened to. I don't know, man. The guy that was in here, a dear friend, he ghosted me, man. Maybe that's October. I don't know. That sort of thing. I've been trying to get a hold of him, and he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to hit me back, so I can't force him to do anything. I just figured it would be he'd like to be in here, that sort of deal, with everyone, with all of us. So, and maybe he'll just, maybe he's dealing with something, and then he'll be back with us. Who knows? So, but I'm trying to find a producer so we can get some guests in here, man. I can't do all this on my own. So, but all right, everyone, till next week, stay true to yourselves out there. All right. And I'll see you around. Bye, guys.